This is Jim Emter, Van Ahn Company, Alexandria, Minnesota. They're closing grain and livestock comments for June 14th, 2018. Corn market down 12 to 13 cents. Soybeans down 7 to 8 3/4. Chicago wheat down 15 to 16. Minneapolis down 6 to 7.5. Kansas City down 16 3/4. Tariffs, short-term weather, that's got model runs in there. A great looking start to the crop, and also funds washing out continues to be the feature here in the market, and that is resulting in these lower price actions. Good news is, I think we're getting near these price counts where you're looking at this 363 level, July corn, 382 to 384 level in December corn, 940 in November soybeans, and 585 in spring wheat, that we look for good supportive measures. If we're wrong, the next price counts get very ugly, with corn down to 318 to 321 off the July, the bean market down to 881 off the November, and wheat market down to about 541. We just think that's a lot to ask of this market here at this juncture, so we're going to view these areas as support measures and see if we're right or wrong, but an area to watch nonetheless. So we look for the market to stabilize. Does it have enough reason to rally? No, maybe not right now, but in 2 weeks from now, we're looking at warmer and drier trends in the long range models. If those confirm, market will pay attention to those. We're also watching these tariffs. What is negative about the tariffs right now is there may be some implementation and trade war that results, but the very thing other countries are using as leverage for us to, maybe be a little loose on these deals because they've got so much to lose, could be the very things that close the trade gap. So again, if a deal is worked out, we'd anticipate that grains and meats are some of the components that make that up, bringing potentially more demand. So short-term negative, long-term friendly, that very well could be the case. Feeder cattle on the day down 152.5 to 197.5. Live cattle down 167.5 to 212.5. Hog market steady to down 177.5. Same stories there. We'll watch these tariffs. Should be good support around the cattle here within the next dollar. Hog market still sitting on the upper end of trade, so look for the choppy action to continue. This has been Jim Emter, Van Ahn Company, Alexandria, Minnesota. Trading in futures and options involves risk of loss and is not suitable for all producers. Past performance is not indicative of future results. This is a solicitation. Have a great